everyone, some people have asked if we can possibly post the video of the challah bake that we did a couple of weeks ago, so I thought I'd do one a little bit more close up so you can actually see what's going on. So in this bowl here we've got 7 cups of flour, and we're just going to create a little well in the middle, over there. We're going to pour in a sachet and a half of yeast. I like using the Easy Bake yeast, I find it works quite well. And to that I've got 2.5 cups of warm water. We're just going to add that in. And we're going to take 8 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm going to pour that on top just to try and activate the yeast. We're going to wait a couple of minutes until the yeast starts bubbling up, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, so we're back. We can see that the bubbles have started working, the yeast is activated, and what we're going to start doing is adding half a cup of oil. I like to use some canola oil or just vegetable oil. Anything that doesn't have a scent to it is good. Half a cup of that. And we're just going to start mixing. I like to start mixing, rotating clockwise first until the mixture comes together, and then we're going to start kneading. So at this point we can see that the mixture's kind of come in roughly together. This is when I like to add in 2 tablespoons of salt, or thereabouts, and I'm going to start kneading everything together properly. Your dough is ready, we're going to push it in and we're going to see if it springs back. So you can see it sprung back a little bit. I'm going to keep working the dough a little bit more just to get a bit more of the gluten worked into it. That's really good. Comes up slowly. We are happy with that. So what we're going to do now is going to cover the bowl with a little bit more oil. So I have a little bit of oil in my hands, rub it together, cover the ball of dough, cover the bowl so it doesn't stick. And we are going to cover this and put it in a warm place for about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, just until it rises and it doubles in size. Because we can't take a bracha out of this amount of dough, I have made 2 batches of challah, and we're going to leave them to both rise together, take a piece of challah to get out of it and make a bracha, and then we are going to plat. We'll see you soon. Okay, so we're back and our challah dough has risen quite a bit, as you can see. I'm going to join them together. I'm going to take a piece of challah and make the bracha, and then we're going to get on to platting. So I like to just join the pieces of challah together, the dough together, and then I'm going to take a piece. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedishanu b'mitzvah v'tzivanu lahafrish challah min ha'isa. You're going to take an egg-sized piece of challah, a little bit more. We're going to double wrap that and throw it away. So we're going to start off with a 4-braided challah. We've got a piece of challah dough, probably roughly the size of my hand. We're going to split it as equally as possible into 2, and then we're going to split it again into another 2, creating 4 equal-ish parts. We're going to spray them with a little bit of oil. Ooh. Just so that they don't stick to the work surface. And we're going to start. Take our first piece, we're going to roll it out with our rolling pin vertically. I'm going to lift it up, flip it over and roll it in until you get a nice even hot dog bun shape roll thing. We're going to then push the challah dough out from the middle, going outwards, stretching it a little bit as we go. Now we've got our 4 equal pieces of challah dough. We're going to end up bringing them together at the top. All kind of joined. We're going to label them 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we're going to take the second strand from the left hand side, we're going to go over the 4th strand, then we're going to split the last 2 to the center, bring the first strand from the left up and over the middle of the V that we created, and then again we're going to go backwards. So we're going to take the second strand on the right, we're going to move it over to the left, and we're going to take the first strand on the right, and that goes through the middle. We're just going to keep continuing doing this. Second one on the left now, and first one goes through the middle. Second one on the right, and first through the middle. Just going to keep going backwards and forwards until we're nearly finished. You can stretch the challah dough a little bit. At this point, I like to pinch in all of the pieces of challah dough and squish them underneath just to give it a neater look. This is going to try and do a 6 braid challah now. We have got another equal size piece of challah dough. We're going to split it down the middle again to 2 equal parts, and we're then going to try and roughly split this into 3 equal parts. There we go. We're going to do the same method, squishing it out, rolling it up, and placing it on the side. Once we've got all 6 strands of challah ready, rolled out, we're going to join them again in the middle at the top. Don't worry if they start coming undone, we're going to fix that at the end. So we're going to do the same method. We're going to take the second one in, go over the top, and then now we're going to split this down the middle. We're going to take the first one and it goes through the middle of those 4 strands. Again, starting with the right hand side, we're going to take the second one over the top and split the last 4 and put that one down the middle. From the left, we're going to take the second one over the right hand side and take the first one on the left, and that goes down the middle. We're going to keep doing that until we reach the end of the challah. Keep alternating. Second one on the right goes over the left, first one goes through the middle. Second on the left, first one goes through the middle. Second on the right goes to the left, and the first one goes through the middle. Keep on doing that backwards and forwards, left to right. At this point, we can't really stretch the dough too much anymore. We're just going to tuck in the ends at the top and at the bottom, and there you have it, a 6 braided challah. So now we're going to do a round challah. We're going to take again an equal-ish size piece of challah dough, split it in half. You can take whatever size challah dough piece you would like. It just will make it a bit bigger or smaller depending on what you would like. We are going to do the same thing as we have done before. Roll it. parts of the challah dough. What we're going to do is we're going to take 2 and put them horizontally and 2 vertically. Lay them on top of each other till you make like a hashtag sign. What we're then going to do is lift one side up and put it over as if we're weaving. That is going to be the hardest thing to do. So we've got 1 over and 1 under, 1 over, 1 under again, but in alternate directions. What we're going to then do is we're going to start going anti-clockwise and then I go clockwise. We're going to take a piece that's underneath. As we can see here, this piece is underneath this one. We're going to come and lay it onto the left. We're going to keep working ourselves around until we've created, again, another hashtag. Now we've reached that side, we're going to then go find another piece that's underneath, which is here. So you can see if we're starting from the top and go in the alternate direction. We're going to go clockwise now. I think we're going to have space to go around one more time. We are going to go around this way till we reach the end, and we're going to take all of these corners, we're going to push them inside like that. So now you're going to think it looks like a big mess. We're going to turn it around and it looks like a beautiful woven round challah. Okay, so our challahs are ready now to be egg washed. They still need to go for the second proof, they've not proved yet. But I like to put the egg wash on now just so that it doesn't deflate anything later on. This is literally just an egg scrambled up a little bit, and we're going to brush it softly over the entire challah. Some toppings that I'm going to put on today. I have got a special challah topping which is an everything bagel spice mix. I'm going to use that on one. We've also got some crumble topping left over from some apple crumble that we've made. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on some of it. And I think I'm going to keep one of them plain. Okay, so we've had the challahs in at 170 for 24 minutes. I'm going to take them out and show you what the finished result looks like. We want to have it so that it looks golden brown on top, and carefully, if you flip it, it looks golden brown on the bottom. When you tap it, it sounds really hollow.